What if everything you've ever known, from atoms to galaxies, was the infinite creator, learning to know itself? According to the law of one, a series of spiritual teachings channeled from an entity known as Ra, consciousness evolves through 7 densities. Stages of awakening, vibration, and deep transformation. Whether you see this as a literal cosmic map, or as a spiritual metaphor for personal growth, it offers a powerful framework to understand where we've been. Stay with me, because when we reach the 6th density, we'll encounter something extraordinary. The realm of the higher self, of Ra, and of the full union between love and wisdom. But first, let's start at the very beginning. The first density is pure existence. It is the domain of the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. There is no self, no choice, no awareness. Only vibration, matter, energy, presence. Ra calls this the beginning of awareness. It is where light begins to shape form. Where the stage for all life is set. Even in the simplest forms. The blueprint of consciousness is laid. There's profound intelligence in all matter, in every rock, every current, every flame. This reminds us, nothing is truly inert. Even the earth is a conscious being in evolution. But consciousness doesn't stay still. It begins to move, to reach, to grow. Second density is the realm of plants and animals. Life now responds to light, learns from experience, forms patterns and bonds. There is still no ego. But there is memory, movement, desire. A vine stretches toward the sun. A dog forms deep loyalty. A pack of wolves organizes. Growth becomes purposeful. Why? Because consciousness is preparing for something greater. The leap to individual awareness. Ra tells us that animals who form strong emotional bonds, especially with humans, begin developing the seeds of selfhood, allowing them to incarnate as humans in the next density. Here, we glimpse the evolution of empathy, of social connection. The early formation of what will become collective mind. Watching nature, we see echoes of ourselves in the making. Then comes the spark. The mirror. Who am I? This question marks the start of the 3rd density, where self-awareness awakens, and the soul faces its first great test. In this density, you become truly conscious of being a separate self. And with that awareness comes choice. The choice between service to others and service to self. This is the arena of moral polarity, of free will, of forgetting. The veil hides your past lives and your divine nature. So the choice becomes authentic. According to Ra, Earth is in this density now, a chaotic transition zone. And that's no accident. Our collective struggles, injustice, compassion, control, awakening, are all expressions of this spiritual battlefield. So, what's the point? This is where souls are forged. It's not about perfection. It's about choosing direction. Choose at least 51% service to others. And your path becomes positive. Choose 95% service to self. And the negative path unfolds. This density is short in cosmic terms, but potent beyond measure. When the choice is made, the heart opens. The 4th density is the realm of universal love, compassion, and telepathic unity. Here, polarity still exists, but the veil begins to lift. You start seeing others as yourself. Individuality remains, but it's infused with empathy. Civilizations form what Ra calls social memory complexes. Collectives that think and evolve together in harmony. This is not utopia. It is challenged through love, service, acceptance, healing. Earth is beginning this transition now, which is why so many feel torn between fear and a new sense of inner awakening. And what does this mean for us? It means the heart is the doorway forward. Loving others is not just spiritual, it's evolutionary. But love without clarity can be blind. The fifth density is the domain of wisdom, discernment, and light. Here, consciousness becomes luminous, reflective, precise. Beings of this density often appear as guides. Subtle presences in dreams, intuitions, or synchronicities. They act quietly, never violating free will. This is the density of deep self-reflection. To truly serve, we must not only feel, we must also understand. Here, the soul learns to see the bigger picture, without being consumed by emotion. Why does this matter? Because even the most loving being can cause harm without wisdom. Here, love is balanced with clear vision. True enlightenment is not just about feeling good, it's about seeing clearly. The risk? Becoming detached, cold, overly mental. And so, a greater harmony is needed. Now we arrive at the heart of the journey. The sixth density is where love and wisdom become one. Polarity dissolves. There is no longer separation between self and other. Only service to the One, the infinite Creator. This is where Ra exists. Where your higher self resides. A future version of you, calling you from beyond time. Yes, you are being guided by a you that already remembers everything. In this density, beings become true co-creators. They navigate time non-linearly. They heal across lifetimes. They assist whole planets. Not through control, but through presence and resonance. Ra, the source of this profound wisdom, speaks to us from this very density, offering insights born of direct, lived experience. Why is this so powerful? Because it reminds us that we are not evolving toward something other. We are evolving toward a future version of ourselves, already awake, already whole. This is the great paradox: we are the seekers. We are also the guides. And beyond even that, lies the edge of all knowing. The seventh density is not about doing, or knowing, or even being. It is the dissolution of self into source. Here, consciousness prepares to merge back into the infinite Creator, not in death, but in sacred return, in total unity. Words collapse here. Identity dissolves. There is no I, no mission, no polarity. And yet, something is born again. The one becomes the many once more. And the cycle continues. Even if this feels distant, the silence inside you knows it's true. You are made of this infinity. You began this journey with a question: what if everything is one? Now you've walked the path of that one. From stillness, to growth, to self-awareness, to love, to light, to unity, to the infinite. The seven densities are not just stages of the cosmos. They are within you. Your fears, your intuition, your longing, they all point to the truth you already carry. You are the one, remembering itself. And the journey continues. If this message touched something inside you, consider subscribing for more videos on consciousness, spiritual growth, and the deeper layers of who we are. And tell me in the comments, which density do you feel you're navigating right now? Let's walk this path together.